Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Goosebump Moment Presents. You're going to recognize this gentleman over here because about a week and a half ago, I did an interview with him, and we had all kinds of technical difficulties on the platform that I was using. So now we've changed platforms, and he has graciously agreed to come back and be re-interviewed. And I'm happy because what he provides is so important to small businesses. So everybody, please welcome Chris Baker from Visuals by Momo. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
First of all, I want to say I'm happy. Chris lives in Florida. And he just informed me that everything's safe. They weren't hardly affected by the hurricane. Hurricane. So I'm happy that everything is well with him. But I have a lot of friends and family that live in Florida, and I just want to say to everybody, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. The reports and videos that I've seen on television, it's devastating, and I just can't imagine what a lot of those people are going through. So thoughts and prayers are going out to you, all of you.
Yes. I've been monitoring and checking in on friends and family around the area too. So everybody seems to be safe. I know there has been a lot of damage, so it's going to be a lot of cleanup in the near future. Yes.
Yep, there will be, and lots of anguish, to say the least, coming up. So, okay, let's get right into this. Tell them a little about where you are, what you do, and let me ask the first question right off the bat. Why is video marketing so important to small business?
Sure. So I'll start with the first part. So I'm Chris Baker from Visuals by Momo. We are your advertising, photography, and videography partner. We help you create branding moments to capture for your videos and your images through video commercials, interviews, testimonials, food photography, product photography. We're here to increase your brand awareness. We love working with smaller businesses because a lot of the times they don't have somebody to reach out to without paying a big budget for their marketing material. So we are going to give that as a great option for a lot of small businesses. For the first question, why is video so important? On this day and age, people are reading a lot less, and you can get a lot more across in a video. So if you're able to capture, an interview or a testimonial in about 7 to 10 seconds, people are going to be able to actually capture that information, receive that information faster and easier than trying to read it for a couple minutes on a page. So that actually brings up your availability to get more people to see what you do, understand who you are, and get more brand awareness.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. And that is why this particular thing that I do with the interviews are so important. That is not what I do is different than what you do. And I want people to understand that. I give you a 15 to 20-minute platform through live video simultaneously on 3 platforms, which expands your reach. But what Chris provides is an intimacy of sorts because you're focusing on them at the moment, right?
Them on the moment is part of it, yes. And we also do video editing, so we can help people like BJ here, capture some small teasers so they can add to their social media at later points. I mean, all of your videos that you capture, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a workshop, whether it's an interview like this with BJ, all of them are so valuable for you to reuse and reuse in the future for your business and your brand awareness. It captures who you are. So always use it.
I'm just checking. It says we have a comment. Oh, here.
You do?
Yeah, we
Hi,
do.
Kat.
I can't get her to show up, but it says hello. Yes, hello.
It shows up. I see it.
Yeah, good. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about, maybe it's a misperception
Sure.
about the cost of videos, because I know you mentioned it briefly in your opening, but I know a lot of SMEs are really careful about budgeting these days, and or that a lot of them don't understand how impactful a video can be to get them presentable, get them brand aware. And we are talking about branding here, guys.
We are, yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
So a lot of the times, as we look through, let's talk about like Instagram. Everybody is sitting on their phone and they're scrolling through all of the reels that they're seeing from everybody that's there. You're going to actually be able to capture your audience within the first 1 to 5 seconds. If you can do that, and I say the sweet spot's 3 seconds, if you can capture your audience within 3 seconds, they're going to watch. Now, most people will probably stop watching at about 15 seconds. So you need to deliver a message that's captivating, that's going to catch your audience immediately, and then get all of the information you want out in your message within about 15 seconds. Now, there are people that are doing a lot of longer videos, and you can do them up to a full minute on Instagram easily, and sometimes up to even 90 seconds. However, as most people that are on Instagram, they want instant gratification. They want instant approval.
Correct.
So you got 3 seconds, and about 5 to 10 seconds later, they're probably kind of gone. They're moving on to the next one. So make sure that you're impacting your clients, your information, all in that brief period of time. And that's very hard to do. Sometimes that's when it's good to reach out to someone like us, that we can help cut up your material. We can add a voiceover. We can create little transitions that really help you stand out, capture the person's attention for just a few seconds more, and they get to hear what you really are trying to do for your company. And that's so difficult to do. If you want them to get your full video, put the full video on Vimeo or on YouTube, because that's where you can have it at long 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, the webinar, the workshop, all of that there. But then try to redirect them from social media, where you're trying to capture them in that 5 to 10 second window of what you're making for a reel. So they click on it and they get redirected to YouTube. That way they can watch the full thing if they're interested. They can subscribe to you. They can keep following you for more information, tidbits. And not everybody's ready to either buy or even are interested when they see your first video. So unfortunately, we have to do this consistently. And consistency is key. You need to do it over and over again.
That is true in especially in videos, but that's true in business, period. Consistency. Yes. It's a major thing. And I will put a plug in for my platform, because I'm using StreamYard at the moment. It is why I chose to use StreamYard over the other platform. I'll not mention the names that I was using, because I can go on 3 platforms simultaneously, and in my YouTube channel, it's there now. So when we finish this interview, then Chris now has access to that YouTube page, and he can now use that video in however he wishes to use it. So it's a big plus. Videos are here to stay, guys. They really are. I just think it's so underutilized and overlooked. And if you're in a small business, there's a lot of controversy about this. So someone said the other day, don't consider this a budget if you're planning on doing some major marketing. Don't consider it a budget. Consider it a return on investment, which is a good way to look at it. But every business needs a video.
Yes, and what we create and what we suggest is make sure you have video for your social media,
Mhm.
on your website. If you're having landing pages, make sure there's a video on there. Um, and then, you can just maximize your return on investment because you're going to be able to capture them. You're going to say more faster in a video than you would by reading or by putting an image. So
Yeah,
we think of video as moving images, and if an image is worth 1,000 words, what's a video worth?
yeah,
A
exactly.
million? Who
Yeah,
knows? It's
yeah.
crazy.
And
Um,
you, to your point earlier about Instagram, it doesn't have to be well, any media platform these days. It doesn't have to be 10 minutes, 5 or 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. And that is something else that I think a lot of people, once again, are not aware of. Keep it down, to, as you said, probably to under 2 minutes, preferably a minute, minute and a half, because of the attention span of people. But if you're doing like a SME quick little branding video, like an advertisement on television, you want to keep it probably within what, 2 to 3 minutes?
for the branding, you probably want to keep it around 30 seconds.
Ah, there you
You're
go.
you want to keep it under 30 seconds for most things because like I said, you're going to lose the audience at about 15, and if you can get them to watch all 30 or 20 or wherever it's landing, I think it's going to be huge. But again, make sure you have a longer segment for certain platforms. Like Facebook, you can go up to 5. I think adding a 2-minute video on Facebook makes sense. I think, adding the total workshop or webinar that might be an hour, half an hour, whatever it is, add that to YouTube. Get them to, check out all of your social media platforms, because the more that they click around, the more value they're going to see from you. And
And
that's the most important piece.
the more visual you become.
It does, yes.
Yes.
I think the biggest fear that I hear from a lot of smaller businesses is they don't want to be on camera. And one of the best things to do is to be on camera. One, they get to see that you're vulnerable, that you actually are a human being and are not just your company products or your company services. They actually get to see you. People love to work with other people that they know, like, and trust. So if you can get that, and it's so easy to do that in a video because you have to be authentic. You have to be genuine. You get to hear it in someone's voice. You get to see it in their facial expressions. I know personally, I never loved being on video when I first started Visuals by Momo with my partner. And I'm now at the point where I'm so much on the camera that I am getting easier and it's getting better. It's still scary, but I have to take that leap forward because it's so important. You have to be vulnerable to succeed.
Amen. That is absolutely true. You got to get out of the box. You got to get uncomfortable, and it is one of the major keys of being successful. And you and I are both here to help small businesses get noticed, to have people pay attention. You've heard me say this a million times. The competition is tough out there, and if you are not doing something unique, then you're just going to be a part of the crowd. So, okay. So, speaking of unique, you kind of touched on it, but as we wind this up, what makes Visuals by Momo unique compared to all the other professions that do what you do? Why would I choose to come to Visuals by Momo over some of the others?
So Visuals by Momo is a 2-person team. It is me and it's my business partner Momo, where Visuals by Momo comes from. And he's been behind the camera for 20 years. He has experience doing big blockbuster movies, documentaries, reality TV shows, music videos, everything you can think of in cinematic universe. With that, you literally can be working with him and you can see his passion of what he's trying to capture for you. And that to me is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You literally going to get a message that people are going to see, feel, and totally understand by the time they're done working with us. On top of all of that, we treat you like family. We want to make sure that you are a partner in this entire process. We want to make sure that you have a message that we can relay to your customers, to your clients, whoever you're trying to get the message out to, and we will work to make it right. We love to make sure that we're working with you because we want you to have the best and the most amazing videos to use so that you grow and you expand your business, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help the small business succeed.
Yep, exactly. You heard it right here from the horse's mouth, as they say. Now, in closing, I have one more question for you, because I do know a couple of people have asked me that actually did see the part of the interview from the last time. What's up with the blue beard?
Great question. So this month is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And the color of prostate cancer awareness is blue. So for the month of September, I dyed it blue to help bring awareness and have these questions asked, because now everybody that's watching this video, and including yourself, know that September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month.
And next month
is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
And I will be going pink.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Talk about unique, guys. And that is branding. That is marketing. And that is what you need to be doing. Okay, Chris, we're going to end up here. Thank you again for redoing the interview. How can people get a hold of you?
Sure. So you can follow us on all of our social media platforms at Visuals by Momo, all one word. Go to our website, www.visualsbymomo.com, or give us a call at 954-745-7922.
Now, if you're in the Florida area, you don't have a lot of cell tower availability at the moment.
Maybe not.
So you might want to wait, but jot that number and the website down and check him out on all of the media platforms. I'm a big fan, big fan. So, okay, thank you so much, Chris, for giving up your time.
Thank you.
I do appreciate it very much.
Yes, thank you so much. And I do want to also mention we do national and international work in the video editing department. So if anybody needs help there, we can help you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, that's important to know. That's very good. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for showing up and watching the video. And again, thank you, Chris. Take care.
Bye, guys.